Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. Today I finally have the time to update you on all of the pans that I've hit in the last quarter, which is quarter 2. So we are talking about all of the pans that I've hit in April, May and June. I'm gonna look off to the side from time to time because I don't know all of them off the top of my head. I will tell you and show you the pan, the palette that they're in, and what project they were in, if they were in a project or not. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. I'm sorry if this reflection is annoying. I could take off my glasses, but I feel like it's better because I'm also looking at my notes, my laptop. So sorry if that's distracting, but it's the palettes and the pans you want to look at anyway, so let's go check those out. So I have them in order of when I've hit them, so oldest to newest, and the first one that I hit in quarter 2 comes from my Makeup Revolution Elf palette, and I have hit pan in shade number 13, which is the purple in the middle. Yeah, it's in the middle. You can see a pan right there. This was in my pan those eyeshadows, and maybe I will, or you will see pans that aren't going to be in this video or I'm not going to be talking about. That's maybe because I've hit them in the last quarter, which I will link that video up in the cards if you haven't seen that one already, or maybe I've hit them in this upcoming quarter, so in July. So that's why I will be addressing maybe some of these pans. The next one comes from my Juvia's Place Magic Mini palette, and I have pan in the shade Faso, which is another purple right there, and this was also in my pan those eyeshadows. Then I hit pan in the shadow from my Revolution exotic something palette. I never really remember what it's called. I hit pan in the shade Exotic, which is right there. That what is it, like orange red shimmer shade, and that was also in my pan those eyeshadow. Then the next pan comes from my Shrek X Revolution Fairy Godmother palette. Oh, I still have the sticky note in here. This was in my project Level Up, and the first pan that I've hit in this palette was in the shade Wand, which is the blue shimmer one right there. Then I hit a pan in my big Shrek Revolution palette. I hit pan in shade number 14, which is this blue one right there. I don't know if you can see, it's a tiny pan. This was in my A Pan Has No Name project pan. Then we are back at the Fairy Godmother palette because I hit pan in the shade Potion. Yes, Potion, which is this white shimmery shade. Again in my project Level Up. Then up next I hit a pan in my ABH Nervina palette. I hit pan in the shade Rose Gold, which is right there. And this eyeshadow was in my pan those eyeshadows. Then I have here my Colourpop Miss Bliss palette. This eyeshadow was also in a pan those eyeshadows, and it was this shade Whoa. Let's see if that wants to focus. It is this orange matte with shimmers in it. So that's that one. Then we are back at my big Shrek X Revolution palette. I hit pan in shade number 1, just right here, and that was also in my A Pan Has No Name project pan. Then I hit pan in one of my Glam Shop singles. I have it in this big palette of Glam Shop singles, and I hit pan in the shade Crab Apple, which is right here. And this was in my hashtag Beauty Chest project. Then we are back at the Fairy Godmother palette, and I hit pan in the shade Prince Charming, which is this we call it peachy transition shade. Why is it focusing on my face? There we go. There it is. There's a pan. So this was also in the Level Up palette. Wow. This was also in the Level Up project. And this was my level 3. So we've seen all 3 pans out of this palette. And then right after that, I hit pan in the shade. What is the shade? I was gonna say Midnight, but it is the Midnight palette. I hit pan in the shade Sky from my Beauty Bay Midnight palette because this was my next level palette for project Level Up. So that is that one. Then back to the Miss Bliss palette. I have a pan in the shade Chakra to Me. The pink right here. And this was in my Pan Those eyeshadows. Then I hit pan in number 18 from the Big Shrek palette. And number 18 is this white shimmery one. Then another pan for my Beauty Bay Midnight palette in the shade Gleam. And Gleam is right here. Is it gonna focus? There we go. There's a tiny pan in Gleam. And again, this was in Project Level Up. And we're back at this one. We're going back and forth between palettes. I hit pan in shade number 25. And this again was in a pan has no name. Then I have here my Beauty Bay Earthy palette. And I hit pan in the shade Trance, which is right here. It's a tiny pan. This was in my Pan Those eyeshadows. We're almost there. I have hit a pan in, I don't know why I'm showing you this palette. This has my Nabla singles, and I've hit pan in the shade Aphrodite. This I actually just used on my own because I knew I had quite a dip in this, and I wanted to hit pan on that. So I did. This wasn't in any projects, but I did hit pan. And then the last the last pan of the quarter comes from the Beauty Bay Midnight palette. And it is in the shade Lilac, which is right here. So that was my third pan for this palette, for this project. So it's currently still my Level Up palette. I will link that video in the cards as well if you want to check it out. Yeah, that is all of the pans that I've hit this quarter. So looking at my statistics, I have hit a total of 19 pans this quarter. Now comparing to last quarter I hit 20, so we're not far off. It's going pretty well. In total for this year I have hit 39 pans, and I currently have 97 pans in my collection. I do have to say I did finish a few eyeshadows, so those eyeshadows that had pan, you know, they're now not in my collection anymore. So I've lost those pans in my total of pans that I have in my collection. And I've added a few eyeshadow palettes, of course. I love eyeshadow palettes. So I'm just not too concerned about my total or my percentage of whatever. I currently have 97 pans in my collection. I have over 500 eyeshadows, but I'm just not looking at that at the moment. We are currently at 39 pans for this year. What was I saying about I love eyeshadows? I just got a box. Guess what's inside of there? Okay, anyway. Yeah. So what was I saying before I got interrupted by the postman who is bringing me more eyeshadow palettes? I'm excited to take them out of the box, but let's finish this video first. I have a total of 39 eyeshadow pans hit this year. I think I mentioned last quarterly update that I would love to hit 75, maybe 80 pans this year, because last year I did 74, and I mean, it would just be one more than last year, and 75 is a nice round number if you ask me. So I'm gonna try. I don't know if I can do it, because honestly I would have to hit quite a lot of pans still, but I think I could do it. Seeing as we're halfway through, I'm now at 39. If I do another 39 the next half of the year, we would be there, but I don't know, you know, we will see. Anyway, this has been it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you in one of my next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.